Just like Cassie and Click, let them run up there and have the handles. Holes in the game with the ball and sandals. They feel the mood in the street. They see they move when I speak. They see when I do it my peak. Dream team, I do it in my sleep. Whoa. Back to reality, back to the ball.
I would like to rematch Jomar. Last year I was up 13 in the third quarter. He came back and won. He has that dog mentality in him as well. So I definitely want my rematch against him. I feel like it'll go different this time.
Yeah, I wonder if that rematch is going to happen with Swaggy and Jomar, because we've seen a lot of big names, but we have not seen Jomar.
Yeah, it sounds like Swaggy really wants a rematch. But yeah, Jomar has been noticeably absent from the qualifying list. And again, this is our champion from 2 years ago. I think he's too good not to make the cut. I would love to see him in there, striping threes with Larry Legend again. So let's make it happen.
Ryan, how important are the cards that you use? We already know that there's going to be high-octane offenses and a lot of really good defenses. How important is it to know your cards?
It's going to be really important, Chris. There's a few cards I'm looking at for this final game day that could really get some points and everything else. Lonzo Ball, Galaxy Opal just dropped in limited edition 3-packs recently. And then just my personal favorite, the Galaxy Opal Klay Thompson card from Signature Series 4-packs is amazing.
And remember, that All-Star pack just dropped. Any cards in there that you could expect to see in this next qualifier?
Chris, there's a bunch of fun cards in this pack, and I'm going to say Kobe Bryant and Tracy McGrady, they could be big impact players for a couple teams. So I'm curious to see who runs with them.
Whether it's a
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. A spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in town, and David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Thank you very much. Well, it may be hard to remember now, but Joel Embiid did miss his first 2 seasons due to injuries. He said, "It was rough. I think about what I went through and how it prepared me to be a better man. I really feel like I'm the process, and the process is about me. So every time I step on the court, it's all about having fun. I'm just enjoying my time in the league." Kevin, back to you.
A lot of depth in there, David. Thank you for that one. Only 5 games left in the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is going to stack up out east. Look at Orlando, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And checking out Philadelphia, a couple spots below.
And I think for the 76ers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons is out there with the closer, and it's Shepherd in at the 4-man position. And for the Magic. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
5 to shoot. The drive by Simmons. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. When you know you're on a championship contender group, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys have an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated, and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter. Taking it up strong against size, he does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
23. At the line for 1.
And that one misses. And the 76ers with possession. And the best of the closer. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Good on the 3-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Hoffman. To the middle. Embiid with the steal. With some arc. Shepard. That one's not going to go. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team. From 12 feet out. Rebound by Joel Embiid. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Cavaliers.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Embiid. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. 6 on the shot clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 4-second violation.
Magic ball.
And now look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. The 76ers in second.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. There's the lob to Jackson. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Hoffman. Outside Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Just 5 to shoot. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 5.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's giving up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Simmons. 8 points his last outing. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
And it goes down 2 points.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Going inside. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce.
And there's the pass to Shepard. Over Carter. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. He has 5.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
From deep. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Number 2.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Now Simmons. Here's Shepard. Misses off the left iron. Orlando leading by 5. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Passes it to Shepard.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes. Orlando 5. His first team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Sixers.
Now here's Milton. Guarded by Fultz. 6 to shoot. Pass to Thibault. Here's Cousins. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's the pass to Hampton. Inside. Isaac misses. The 76ers trail by 5. And Clark, though he's improving offensively, Thibault earns his minutes at the defensive end.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Joel Embiid said Thibault has the potential to be the best defender in the league, and that's with Embiid watching Ben Simmons defend at a high level. But his combination of length, strength, and willpower and want to makes Thibault incredibly disruptive.
Back to Fultz. Over Milton. Fultz, no good.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Outside for Curry. Drills the three-pointer.
That's Curry's shot there. I mean, he's out there to catch and fire away when he's got room.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando. Back to Carter. And here is Hampton. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Cousins. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Milton. G right out.
Excellent timing that time for Fultz. And I like the edge that he plays defense with. That's impressive for a young guy.
Seven seconds left to play in the first. From deep three-point range, and that does it for the first quarter. Magic lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
The 76ers trail by 5. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, Hampton out there with Isaac. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Markelle Fultz. Just 5 on the clock. Embiid, no good. Magic leading by 5. Now here's Fultz. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
Now here's Curry. Drives to the hoop, and Anthony sends it back. Isaac against Curry. Isaac kicks to Anthony. Back to Isaac. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And it's a 10-point Magic lead.
And Isaac really a big-time player on the interior. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score the ball.
Fultz against Harris. Knocks it loose. And here comes Hampton leading the fast break. Outside Anthony. Over in the corner, Isaac. Back to Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Thibault. The 76ers trail by 10. And he drives in. Anthony with the defensive effort. Orlando's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And the rejection by Embiid.
He is such a well-coordinated, fluid athlete for his side. Joel Embiid blocks a lot of shots and probably changes even more.
Now here's Curry, and it's blocked. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Atlanta to complete the 2020 season, the Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top young players the last few years. This team is well coached and plays hard. Hopefully their fortunes will change when it comes to health. Guys?
All right, David, thank you. And the Magic making a change here. Jackson's checked in.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Outside Curry. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Orlando ball. 76ers substitution.
Magic leading by 11. And stolen by Simmons. Here's the lob to the hoop. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Magic on the break. With his first shot attempt, it's hauled in by Harris. For Philadelphia, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice touch from downtown. Tobias Harris continues to look better and better from this area.
Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Magic lead by 8.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Can't hit from in close.
those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Buries it from three-point range. And it's an 11-point Magic lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And the 76ers call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
The Magic making a switch here. Carter's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Cousins is checked in. Shepard, the pass to Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The 76ers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Orlando leading by 8. Passes it to Hoffman. And it's good off the back rim and in. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Shepard. Three-pointer. And it's Orlando with the rebound. The Great Ones got 4 rebounds in this game. With the drive. Outside for Jackson. The pass to Carter. Back to Jackson. Passes it to Hoffman. Off target with his 3. The 76ers trail by 10.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Shepard. That one doesn't go. So Orlando will take it the other way. Jackson looking around. Launches it. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
The defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his 2nd this quarter.
Simmons finds Cousins. Out to the right wing. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Cousins imposing his will that time against pretty good defense.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Markelle Fultz is checked in for Jackson. .110 left to play here in the half. And there's the feed to Carter. That one falls. Carter's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
Carter did this against high-level college competition. Consistently showcased the ability to score efficiently.
Here's Shepard. There's the steal. And there's the drive. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Cousins following the bucket by Orlando. Top of the key. And it's Orlando with the rebound. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the pass to Hoffman. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists now in this one.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Nailed from three-point land. And that concludes the first half. Orlando out in front, leading by 14. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. And in that period, the most they trailed by was 3. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
It all starts with their shooting, and they're on fire from behind the arc. And I can say the opposite when it comes to the other side. When there's this much disparity in three-point shooting, it usually makes a big difference on the score.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. The coach absolutely gripping into the defensive effort. They need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. The 76ers trail by 14, so on the floor for Philadelphia. They've got the closer. He's out there at Ben Simmons, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. All sorts of time. Rebound by the 76ers.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Ooh, you put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Number 2.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Shepard, the pass to Simmons. Here's the closer. Pass to Embiid. Knocked away. And here's the fast break. Here's Hoffman. No good that time. Simmons with the defensive effort. 76ers moving the ball around. And the rejection by Jackson. From 11 feet away, here's Hoffman. An easy 2 points on the layup. The great one's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The 76ers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
The Sixers, Joel Embiid. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
You know, there aren't a lot of centers in the league, true centers, who are in the MVP discussion on a yearly basis. Embiid is one of those proud few.
And Embiid drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Curry against Anthony. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
What's up?
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Passes to Milton. Feeds it to Embiid. Over Anthony. And Embiid gets it to go. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, Embiid does most of his work inside, but he's pretty comfortable in the mid-range, too.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Milton with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Harris. He can't hit that time. So Orlando will take it the other way. Here's Anthony, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. Markelle Fultz is checked in for the Magic. So Anthony nails both of them. The 76ers trail by 20. Milton the pass to Embiid. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
Magic ball.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Pass to Anthony. Jackson trying to break free. Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Now here is Harris. Clock at 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, looking to score often from there. Harris is excellent at drawing the defense's attention and fouls.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Tobias Harris taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
And Harris drops them both. Orlando leading by 20. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Orlando moving the ball around. Now here's Fultz, defended by Milton. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
You got to clog up the clear lanes to the basket. You can't give him room to operate. When you do, Fultz scorches you with his speed. You know, the first overall pick of the 2017 draft, Markelle Fultz really struggled with Philadelphia. He only played 33 games over his first 2 seasons in the city of brotherly love.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. And talking about Fultz, that February 2019 trade sending him Clark to Orlando seemed to give Markelle new life.
I agree with you, Kevin. It was good to see him get a fresh start. He actually played in 72 of 73 games that season for the Magic and averaged 12 points and 5 assists. Best of all, he looked like he was enjoying basketball, and that was a great sight to see.
6 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. No good from Cousins.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now here is Carter. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Cousins, the pass to Harris. Here's Milton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Cousins. A fader. Rebounded by Isaac.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
It is so good to see Markelle Fultz shoot the ball with confidence, showing why he was the overall #1 pick in the draft.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Milton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
First free throw is good. The great ones checked in for Carter. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. All free throws good for Milton. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Magic. Pass to Fultz. Here's the great one. Pass to Isaac. Anthony on the wing. 4 on the clock. Back to Fultz. The tray. They get it back. Can't connect from short range. 76ers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements.
Boy, Simmons so dangerous in these open floor situations. I love his aggressiveness in getting to the right spot.
Now here's Fultz. It's stolen by Milton. On up the court. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Sinks the triple.
Well, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Here's the closer, covered by Anthony. Tries from 10. Simmons can't get it to go.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Good work there as it goes. Jackson's got his first points in this one.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Pass to Shepard. Lets it go with the 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Magic leading by 20. Outside Jackson, and there's the pass to Hoffman. Deep 2 from Anthony, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Shepard. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now, here's Isaac. He's got 8. Back to Fultz. Pass to Jackson. Orlando moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anthony. Hoffman. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Magic lead by 21.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Passes it to Milton. Jacks up a 3. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Count that one.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And for the 76ers, they've got Simmons. He's out there with the closer, and it's Embiid in at the 5 spot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
To the paint, and it's blocked. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer. And that strange tension in the air. That's Ben Simmons and the 76ers. What looked like a surefire separation never materialized. And Simmons now still with the team. I can tell you he has a lot to prove this year.
That one misses for Simmons.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Hoffman to the inside. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
You know, it's the muscle and size of Embiid that allow him to score through contact.
Joel Embiid, shooting 1.
Well, free throw drops for Embiid. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Started by Simmons. From downtown, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's the closer. Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. The league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
They get it back. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Don't care how strong you are, how big you are, what you think you can do. Embiid is a load to handle. Joel will get to the line.
Well, free throw drops for Embiid. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And, Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
And Embiid drops them both. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Guarded by Kerr. To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
76ers moving the ball around. There's the pass to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Poke loose. Here's the break. Here's Hoffman. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor. The 76ers trail by 21. Pass to Harris. And it's denied.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is. That's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And here are the 76ers now. After the Magic pick up 2. He can't get it to go. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. Takes it inside, and that one is hammered home.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Simmons, he's checked in for Seth Curry. The 76ers trail by 21. Simmons looking around. Up top, Embiid. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right, just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Ben Simmons has shouldered a lot of criticisms about his game, but, you know, I love the fact that he keeps his head down and just works hard and continues to mature as an outstanding all-around player.
From 13, and Embiid with the block. Passes it to the closer. Right side, Simmons. Pass to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Assist goes to
Simmons got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, the Great One.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. To the wing on the left. And Embiid with the block. Here he goes. And the rejection by Jackson. Guarded by Simmons. It's Jackson atop the key. Shot clock at 6. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Really rare to see a guy that's 6'11" have the kind of elite passing skills that Ben Simmons has. Really, really impressive.
Guarded by Simmons. .141 left to play here in the fourth. Going inside. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Orlando.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance
for the Great One.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Rebound by Joel Embiid. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 16. Fires from deep. No good. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg